Welcome back to another episode of the RTS podcast. I am your host, Zion Smith. I have something I need to say. You know, for a long time, I struggled with self-confidence. I used to be so fearful, so meek about almost anything in the world. Yes, I played soccer since I was 8 years old. For as long as I can remember, I've always been a team player. I always had teammates. Of course, soccer, but it was also football, basketball, and even baseball. I was already used to talking to people growing up. Talking to people was natural. However, approaching girls, being assertive, going after what I want without second guessing myself and without worrying if there will be someone out there who will not like it. I used to have those thoughts in my head. I did. I used to second guess myself a lot. I doubted myself. I was a sophomore in high school, 2018. It gotten so bad to the point when I started making predictions that I would never have a girlfriend. Because my confidence was so damn bad. I used to have those thoughts in my head, man. Who am I to make that kind of prediction? To make that kind of judgment for myself? Who am I to talk ugly and to talk down on myself? Who am I to do that? That's how bad my confidence was. Growing up in my high school days, playing goalkeeper for 4 years. 4 years for my high school team. The pressure was always on me. Sometimes the pressure would get so intense. It got to the point where I doubted myself. I started to become discouraged. It would severely affect me. It would affect my performance. And being that the pressure was on me, whenever I got scored on, most of the times my teammates would be mad at me for letting the ball go into the goal. That's the pressure of being the goalkeeper. And at times, it made me nervous, thinking if I was going to play well, if I was going to have a significant amount of saves. if I was going to do the best I could for my team. That affected me. In my junior year and my senior year of high school, I was captain of my soccer team. The pressure was always on me. I was a kicker and punter in my junior year and senior year for my high school football team. The pressure was always on me. And since we are talking about pressure, the nervousness, it starts to kick in. Next thing you know, that turns into fear. And then it turns into doubt. And now you're making unnecessary predictions about yourself. Basically, what I'm trying to say is growing up, my self-esteem, it was horrible. My confidence was at an all-time low. There was times when I did believe in myself. There was times when I accomplished something. It made me so happy to the point when I didn't even care what others thought of me. And yeah, there was times when I did talk to girls. I had girls as friends. We used to kick it. You know, I had those friendships as well. So there was times when I was still socializing. It's not like I didn't have no friends at all and I wasn't socializing, I wasn't putting myself out there. No, I was always a team player and I was always used to talking to people. I guess that's why everyone gravitate towards me nowadays. I don't know. Today, March 5th, 2024, I am at a point of my life when I'm trying my best to overcome my nervousness and what I am afraid of. One of the ways I do that is by talking to people. If my heart is telling me to do something, I feel it. I feel the blood pumping in my heart. I look at the person, and my heart tells me to do it. I feel it, and God tells me to do it. I will do it. Even if it makes me nervous, even if it makes me a little afraid. By overcoming what makes me nervous and what I am afraid of. If I had to offer any piece of advice to anyone who wants to make it their mission to overcome nervousness, if I had to offer any piece of advice, it would be to just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And it will also be to try new things. Try new things. Put yourself out there. Take a yoga class. Yoga has been my game changer. It's helping me to stay in the moment. It's helping me to avoid thinking about the past, to avoid thinking about the future. And just be in a now. Try new things. It doesn't have to be just yoga. Try a new hobby. And also, breathe. Control your heart rate. Control your energy. You are in control. So remember to breathe. That's important. I will leave you with this lovely verse. It's from 2 Timothy 1:7, and it says, God gave us His Spirit, and the Spirit doesn't make us weak and fearful. Instead, the Spirit gives us power and love. He helps us control ourselves. I think what that verse is saying is, despite all of the nervousness, despite what we are afraid of, despite the negativity out there, despite the barriers we have to change, despite the setbacks, the bumps on the roads, the challenges we all come across in this life, despite all that, God will ensure that our spirit is uplifted. It's the reason why He is in our heart. I believe that 100%. God will uplift our spirit. He doesn't want us to be afraid. He got us. He wants us to be in the moment, to be in the now, to take in the moment. He wants us to keep a lovely spirit. And it can be so hard because of those challenges and because of those bumps in the road. But God will ensure our spirit is uplifted. I believe that. I hope this RTS podcast inspires you to overcome your nervousness, what makes you afraid, even if it takes a while, even if it starts slowly. We all have those starts. Thinking if a person will like us, if we take the initiative to talk to a person for the first time. We all have those thoughts. And I'm sure when you're talking to someone for the first time, or if you're talking to someone you've been known for a decade, we all have those thoughts of ourselves. I believe it's self-conscious. I truly believe that 100%. One day at a time. It's just a matter of time. You got this. It's just a process. Being fearless is difficult. It is. But like I said, God will ensure our spirit is uplifted. I appreciate you watching this RTS podcast. I'm your host, Zion Smith, and this is the RTS podcast. Always and forever. Until next time.